Yes, we're at the Biggs Award Gala out here in Long Island. And of course, I'm standing next to a lovely Benz here. You know, of course, Benz is one of the sponsors for this wonderful event. Yes, I'm feeling good right now. You know what I mean? Come chat with me in the house.
The criteria is this. Not only should you be relatively successful at what you do, but you should also be giving back. And this is what makes this awards ceremony unique. We're not just looking for people that we like to give an award. We're not just looking for people who have a sort of big name in the community to give an award. We are looking for people to give an award who are outstanding in their own right, has achieved some success in their own right, but who are looking back and helping others.
We're at the Big Awards Gala, Business Innovators and Game-Changers Awards, and we've run into Chef Simpson. Chef Simpson, we're so happy to see you here tonight. Tell me, is there any special reason that you are in the house?
I think I'm being honored tonight, and I'm here also just hanging out with my friends, just a great get together and just come together. But I think for some reason a little birdie told me that I'm being honored tonight, so they're like, oh, you should come through. Something is happening that you need to be a part of. Yeah.
Well, for the Come Chat With Me viewers that don't know anything about Chef Simpson, although they should, tell us a little bit about what you do and what your passion is.
Oh my God. If you don't know nothing about me, no, I don't think you do. You do. You do know a whole lot about me. But I'm the corporate executive chef of B.B. King's. I oversee all 11 venues within the company. We have the Island Ballroom, the Sabrosa. We have the B.B. King's. We have the Blue Note. Plus we have the Our Theater in Washington, D.C. Plus we have a couple other venues all over the world, which I also oversee. Away from that, I have my own food line brand, Simpson's Food.
Tell us a little bit about that line.
In my line, we carry a lot of spices, a lot of marinade, snacks and stuff, which you can find in a lot of like the Korean store and also in Western Beef. They're one of the main carrier of my product. Away from that, there's so much that I do. I do motivational tour and speech to Jamaica. Presently opening a culinary school in Jamaica. There's so much and the list goes on, but my passion is cooking. I love to cook. I love to create. I love to innovate, and that's what it is. We're changing the game. We're innovating and we're changing the game.
I'm so glad you got to your passion of cooking because it has taken you far. Where in Jamaica are you from?
Originally, I was born in Clarendon, but I grew up in Ocho Rios. Then from Ocho Rios, I started working on the cruise ship. And from there, I lived in Florida for a while. Then I moved over to New York.
So exactly when did you develop your passion for cooking? Is it something that happened at home with mom, or is it something that happened as an adult?
It happened when I was like 9 or 10, and that was with my sister. I was cooking for my sister, and I messed something up. And when I messed it up, she laughed at me, and from she laughed at me, I was crying because I was 9 and I thought I made a mistake and she was laughing. So I took that passion and turned it into right in the middle of me crying. I'm like, I'm going to be a chef. You see, I'm going to show you I can cook. I know I'm cooking for presidents and movie stars and celebrities and you name them, and mentoring to kids and opening our culinary school, the Simpsons Institute.
So what does your sister have to say about you today?
Now my sister is also a chef in Florida. She took on the same career. She's like, my brother did it. I'm going to do the same thing too. I want to be a chef. So now she's working in a hotel in Florida.
Well, for young people who also enjoy cooking, what would be your best advice to them in terms of pursuing a career in cooking? I have to say that you're at the top of your game. So it's been a long time since you've just been a cook. Yeah. But what advice or what track would you suggest young people take if they're interested in pursuing the same profession?
In any career that you take on, one of the things that I realize that plays a lot with me, you have to be humble. You have to be humble. There's a whole saying that goes in Jamaica, the humble calf suck the most milk. And I think throughout my career, that's what I've been. Been a yes chef person. My supervisor or the executive chef would tell me something. I'll be like, yes chef, no chef, yes chef, no chef. I got it, chef. I'll do it, chef. Okay, I'll take care of it, chef. So it's kind of one of those attitude that you have to pick up. You can't be a chauvinist person. You can't be a bummy person. You can't take everything personal, especially when you work in the kitchen. You can't take everything personal. You have to take it with a grain of salt and consider it constructive criticism for what it is. And just believe in yourself and keep pushing yourself and just never give up. You know, it's a rough road, but
sure
it will pay off.
You know, given that you bring that up, that it is a rough road and that there are many barriers that you have to cross, as an African person, as a black man, how has it been for you in the crossover market, providing foods for thousands of people?
Oh my God, it is so funny because in my market that I'm in, majority of the people that I work around and the people that I associate with, and this is what makes this event mean so much to me, because this is me, this is us working together, and a lot of my friends in the corporate world. Here I am, sometimes I find myself in a setting where I'm around all white, all different race and nationality, and I'm sitting there like, wait, am I the only black person sitting in this room of like 200 people who basically came here in private jets and yachts and Lamborghinis? And how did I get here from being homeless, coming from being homeless and sleeping on the street? How am I amongst this company of people? You know, when they can look at you and go, oh, you're going back to New York, you can fly with me on my private jet. I'm like, okay, do you know the first time I came to America, it took me I had to basically beg my ticket to come here. So now it takes determination. It takes believing in yourself. It takes having faith. Don't give up, because I always say the day when you probably feel like giving up and you say you can't do it anymore, that was probably the last day you were going to struggle. But you never know, because you gave up.
You gave up. Well, Chef Simpson, I think the thing that I've been most proud of is hearing about the culinary school you're going to open in Jamaica, because it says a lot about giving back to your community. Are those some of the things that you want to give back to the Jamaican children?
Yes. One other thing I realized, Sue, a couple of years ago when I went to Jamaica, I went to my same culinary class that I graduated from. And I'm in the class and I'm looking around and I'm like, wait, there's still no chairs, there's still no bench, the stove is still the same old stove that I left there. I'm like, something is missing. Because after speaking to the kids and I realized how much I motivate them, when I came back here, the email that I'm getting, the text message that I'm getting, people go on my social media, they track me down, they find me, and they're sending me all these messages to let me know how much my speech motivate them, to how they believe in themselves once again, and they know what they want to do and they know what they want to become and all of that. So from there, I just say, you know what? Every year I'm going to go back to Jamaica and I'm going to bring a couple of other celebrity friends with me, and we're going to go around to a couple of schools and we're going to motivate the kids and talk to them and inspire them, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. Last year I was there. I met with the Prime Minister. I also met with the Minister of Education, spoke about the education system in Jamaica as to how we can make it better. And I say, you know what? I look around in Ocho Rios and I'm like, why are there so many kids on the street, teenagers, and selling little this and selling little that? And I spoke to one of the guy, and he said, because we don't have nothing as career. We don't have nothing to teach us anything. I'm like, ding, ding. Yep. Ocho Rios, I'm going to open a culinary school right here.
Well, we're so glad that you're inspired, because I think it's going to do a lot for Jamaica. And I think also because you're launching it here in the New York City area, where you're best known as a celebrity chef, that it's going to cause other people to get involved.
Yes,
and that is
there's
the
so
hope.
many people right now reaching out to me, asking me, how can I be a part? Can I come down and help you paint it? Can I come down and help you hang a door? Whatever it is, I just want to come and play my part in it. And I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to be a part of it.
Well, you heard it first here on Come Chat With Me TV. We're here with celebrity chef Simpson, and we're going to be hearing a lot more from him.
stroke of luck, only you.
Good night, guys. It's such an honor to be a part of this event once again. I don't know how to top that. Marcus Garvey, listen. One of the things why I identified to that, Marcus Garvey Technical High School in St. Anne was where I graduated from. So I can definitely understand the passion in that. Now, recently, 2 years ago, I went to Jamaica and I went to Marcus Garvey Technical High School. And I actually teach the same class that I was sitting in that same class without lunch money, without come to school, and I was hungry. So that same classroom, I went there and I teach the same students. Then when I came back here, I was getting so much email and text message from students to say how much me being in Jamaica motivate them and inspire them to pursue their career in staying in the food and nutrition, whatever field they selected as their career. Then I went back to Jamaica again and I said, you know what? I'm gonna start this every year, my motivational tour to Jamaica. And what I did this year, I went to Jamaica and I visited 3 art academy, speak to the entire food and nutrition class. There were like about 100 kids in the class. Then I went to, I think like 4, I went to Ocho High School, went back to Marcus Garvey, went to St. Anne's Bay. I went to probably about 10 schools while I was in Jamaica by myself. The entire trip cost me over about $15,000 out of my pocket. Basically just going around speaking to the schools and so forth. So what I did, I also met with the Prime Minister, sit down, and we talk about the education system in Jamaica, and I also met with the Minister of Education. And one of the things we spoke about was, when I was in Jamaica going to school, the same thing that I experienced going in, I'm speaking to these kids, and they're experiencing the same thing. And Mr. Reed is saying to me, well, we're working on fixing the system. I'm like, that's like 20 years ago. Like, when are we gonna get it? These kids need motivation, they need inspiration. So I just break ground in Jamaica, in Ocho Rios, where I'm opening a culinary institute school that is going to be in Ocho Rios. And it is so funny because when I post about it, someone responded, well, I hope you're not gonna try to hold out the money like that of people. And I said, guess what? Surprise for you. It's non-profit. Meaning whosoever is coming to my school, you're coming to learn education, and it's almost gonna be free. It's gonna be free where you come, you register, you learn a career, food and nutrition, and you graduate from there. And I'm also gonna find job placement because I'm intertwined with a lot of the hotels and motels and so forth in Ocho Rios, in Montego Bay, where you're gonna graduate from my school and you're gonna be put right into a job. Because what I realized driving around in Ocho Rios, I realized, I'm like, wait, people still selling Kisco and all these little bag juice and all these things on Jamaica. So I spoke to the little kids on the street. I'm like, why? They're like, well, we don't have nothing else to do. We don't have education. We don't have no skills. We don't have nothing. And I'm like, okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. So right now, everything is in the work. I'm going back to Jamaica in the next couple of weeks to meet again with the Prime Minister, Minister of Education. I already found the location already. It's gonna hold about 120 kids per term, and you're gonna be there going through the whole teacher, the whole process. But it's about giving back again and paying it forward. And this is what I'm doing every year. I'm going back to Jamaica. I'm also bringing the reggae chef with me. My boy, where is he? He's right here. I'm bringing a couple other people with me who's gonna come and hit a couple other schools, sit, speak to the kids, inspire them, motivate them, because they really need it. All right, and I so appreciate this event, and I appreciate this award, and thanks for your time. Mr. DJ, thank you.